Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football. Mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought... Bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bond. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. He'll just keep slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They're backed up, first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking for a crease, it's Stanley. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Wilson to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down. Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Parks. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keefe there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. First down to start the drive after the break. Wilson will throw. He's right on target.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that the defense is honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Utes will hustle to the line. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 3. Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Texas 7, Utah 0.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wilson to pass. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Lowers those pads. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Utah.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. They stripped it out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Good timing on the quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Takes a handoff. It's Bernard. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Texas 7, Utah 0.
The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this 1st half.
They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Coming after him. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Utes are in the hurry-up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on third and short. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Utah, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
For the offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, it's Rising. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay It's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Will take over. First and 10.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Rising. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback adapted. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Dropping back, it's Ewers. They're working that left side. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper shows they can strike from anywhere. 96 yards on the touchdown play. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it down the left side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to throw, it's Rising. Buys a little time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the fumble will go out of bounds. They'll lose a few on that one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound. He's going for a big play downfield. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking for a man. It's Rising. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Crosses midfield. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
To the air, it's Rising. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been... Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. But when you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here's this offense. offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Coming out aggressively. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for a big play right off the bat. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Texas. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through the tackle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 14, Alabama 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. Stumbled to the ground. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Second down coming up. To the air. It's Ewers. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. It's complete to the left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he wants it all. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
First and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 15, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Brings it in down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Ewers. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all year long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The give is to Miller. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep.
And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Ewers. He's got the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Texas 21.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for room. It's Blue. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
Keep pounding away in this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here's a big drive for this defense who will try to get a stop with just a few minutes left. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to take off. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Bond.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Grabbed in the middle. It's held. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Back to pass, it's Milrow. They're bringing heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Alabama.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They strike first in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head, start dialing it in.
Got it! Touchdown, Texas! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. And the extra point was good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 42 all.
Now first down here in the 2nd overtime. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. If he runs this back, this game's over. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football. I showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I got to take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The give is to Miller. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And that is no good. Now all of the pressure switches to their defense. They've got to get a stop, nothing to work with as they try to force another round of OT. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. To throw, it's Milrow. Steps away to find some room. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat.
This is like a heavyweight fight. Both of these teams have been trading blows back and forth. At the end, it's this offense delivering the knockout blow, getting that two-point conversion for the win.
How awesome of a game, though. Back and forth, so many highs, so many lows, and fitting. It comes down to the last play of the football game, and not surprisingly, the offense executes and gets the win.
Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. This is one of the best games we've called this season. A thriller, and it comes down to the wire here in overtime.
I could watch these two teams play another 6 times this year, just back and forth, trading blows, offenses coming up with explosive plays, big hits all over the field. David, this is what college football is all about.
No doubt. I love your excitement, but where's the defensive mentions? Some good defense out there, too, there, homeboy. I know it's not just offenses that get you excited. Some defensive plays, too. Nip and tuck the whole game.